So my name's Chong Jing. Some people call me CJ. I'm concentrating in comparative literature and East Asian studies. And the project that I did in the Cogut, which was for my senior thesis in comparative literature, ended up being entitled Strange Emigrations, Effective Movements and Alterities of Belonging in Singaporean Literature. I just have never been in a classroom space where you're sitting at the table with people who, I mean, some of the people in the seminar this year have been my instructors in the past. So that was kind of intimidating and also awe-inspiring at first. But then I think as I kind of eased into the seminar, I would describe it more as just kind of like a conversation. It's really nice to just have a bunch of people sit down every single week and really pay close attention to one person's work and give that person's work just so much time and attention and thought. I think that the more time I spent kind of thinking with other people about their work, the more it made sense to use that same kind of thinking to approach my work. And I think that's something that the seminar really helped me do is think about my work in the same way that I would think about other people's work and learn how to critically think and reflect on my own work and be inspired by the ways that other people were kind of engaging in that critical process of questioning. But I actually think that something that I really, really appreciate about the Cogut is that so many of the thinkers in this space are really, I think, challenging a lot of conventions that exist within academic spaces about how knowledge is produced, what form that knowledge should be presented in. And I mean, some of the conversations that people have had is also about, how do you deal with that of like the ethics and the what you care about making and how you have to present it outwardly to these academic institutions. And I also think that going forward, I'm kind of transitioning from a very academic space to a non-academic space, one that is also kind of negotiating with a lot of different conflicting interests, and that, I'm going to be in the civil service, having to think about all of these different perspectives and angles and ways of presenting myself that I have to deal with, while still, trying to center the ways of thinking that I have gained and that I'm trying to give back. And I think that kind of treading the fine line of thinking about how to outwardly present your work while also not being restricted by those limitations when you are producing that work for yourself is something that I really enjoyed and I think will stay with me a lot from the Koga.